There's an interesting situation here with Kell Brook regarding this Jesse Vargas fight. Because Jesse Vargas has already signed his contract and sent it to Brook's people, as far as I'm aware, correct me if I'm wrong. And the only holdup here is on Brook's end. And it's apparently some type of dispute, let's just call it a dispute, between Kell Brook and his, I guess, lawyer and Eddie Hearn, his promoter. Now, Kell Brook and Eddie Hearn, according to Eddie Hearn at least, they're tight. It's more than a business relationship. They're actually friends behind the scenes. But over the past couple years, a lot of people had been speculating about possible tension between Kell Brook and Eddie Hearn because of Hearn's failure to deliver Kell Brook big money fights and turn him into this pay-per-view star which he so wanted to be and which Eddie Hearn's been promising him. He obviously has had a few the Frankie Gavin fight was a pay-per-view, but subsequent fights haven't been pay-per-view. So, yeah, maybe there is some tension there. But I'm just going to quote his trainer Dominic Ingle here. He says, "This will be the first pay-per-view where he is top of the bill. So it's unknown territory with a lot of details to be looked into. Obviously, if you are going to get a boxer to fly over to England from America, it costs a lot of money." And Vargas is said to have signed, this is in brackets here, Vargas is said to have signed for 1.7 million, with his promotional team Top Rank receiving a further 400,000. And that's dollars, by the way, not pounds. Anyway, Dominic Ingle goes on to say, "No world champion will want to receive less money than his opponent. I am not involved in that side of things, but generally you have to estimate how much money will be cleared at the end of it. After this pay-per-view, we all know how much the British public want to see of Kell Brook. There is bound to be some caution over the contract for Kell. He has got a meticulous lawyer and it is taking some time. But Kell is where he should be in training, and as soon as he has got a date and everything is settled, he will be totally motivated to unify the belts. He is upbeat about what he's doing and he knows it is going to be sorted out eventually. While the negotiations and whole pay-per-view thing is complicated, there is need to be precise." So yeah, he's kind of rambling on a bit there, and you have to kind of read between the lines about what he's saying. But it's interesting that he was talking about the opponent getting more than Kell Brook. Jesse Vargas getting 1.7 apparently $1 million. So we're to assume that Kell Brook is getting less than that. So that's what, $1.7 million. That's about £1 million, 1.1 million pounds, something like that, or $1 million maybe. And Kell Brook's getting what? 900,000? 800,000? Not happy about it. Well, I can understand why he wouldn't be happy about it. He's supposed to be the star in the UK and he's having the foreign fighter come over to his backyard. And if he's not getting paid as much as the foreign fighter and it's a unification, he's been champion, remember, for longer than Jesse Vargas. He's a more established champion. He beat a better fighter than Jesse Vargas beat to win the title. You know, Jesse Vargas beat Saddam Ali, an unproven prospect. Kell Brook beat Sean Porter, a much more proven fighter than Saddam Ali. So, yeah, you could understand why Kell Brook would be unhappy. If any of you have got any more information about this situation, please enlighten us all in the comment section below and drop some links, because this is troubling. Let's all hope this fight goes ahead. You know, let's hope that the situation gets sorted out. From Eddie Hearn's point of view, he don't have a track record, as far as I know, of trying to rip off fighters. It's very rare for Eddie Hearn to be embroiled in any type of legal dispute with fighters of his or former fighters. So he's so far got a fairly good track record in terms of the way he treats his clients. But with this situation, maybe it's Kell Brook possibly not understanding that he's not quite as big a draw as he thinks he is. So maybe Eddie Hearn is telling him, look, you're going to have to bite the bullet a little bit here. take the short end of the straw. Take the short straw, the short end of the stick this time. But if you win the fight, well, when you win the fight, it will put you in a much better position and you'll be able to dictate to future opponents a lot more so than you were able to do with Vargas. At the end of the day, you are getting the fight in your own backyard. So that was a compromise that Vargas had to make. So he's getting the extra money. Maybe this is the kind of conversation that they're having behind the scenes. Anyway, people, it's interesting, slightly concerning. Let me know how you feel about it. And as I say, if you've got any further information about the situation, drop it in the comment section below. All right, it's your boy Hatman, I'm out.